Sure, I'll take a stab at reading it and then I'm happy to make a motion. York County Proclamation, whereas the County of York supports the rights of all persons to coexist with equality and freedom from discrimination. And whereas LGBTQ+, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer Pride Month is celebrated nationally each year in the month of June. And whereas, while society at large increasingly supports LGBTQ+ equality, it is essential to acknowledge that the need for education and awareness remains vital to end discrimination and prejudice. And whereas celebrating Pride Month influences awareness and provides support and advocacy for the County of York's LGBTQ+ community, and is an opportunity to take action and engage in dialogue to strengthen alliances, build acceptance, and advance equal rights. Now, therefore, we, the York County Commissioners, do hereby proclaim June 2023 as Pride Month in York County and encourage residents to reflect upon the continuing struggle for equality by members of the LGBTQ+ community. And I would make a motion to accept the proclamation.
I'll second it. Moved by Commissioner Jeanette, second by Commissioner Clark to approve York County Proclamation. Any discussion?
I'm going to get a comment I'd like to make. I appreciate the proclamation being brought forward. I just want to say that I am in full support of equal rights for all and everyone. But I don't feel that it's equitable to provide a special proclamation for a select few. We don't have special proclamations for different races. It's not included in here. There's a lot of discrimination in this country. And we could have a month set aside for each and every one of them. I believe that everybody is created, everybody is equal. And I think that I would be there to support anybody that's been discriminated against. I will fight for anyone that has been discriminated against. I just don't feel that I can put my name to a proclamation on this.
Mr. Andrews?
Although I have no animus in any of this, I just feel this is more political than what this board should be involved in. As a representing, if you will, the faction of the being a pastor and our issues we have with some of the stuff, I cannot promote this either.
Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Jeanette?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. As a member of this commission who is openly part of this community, this feels incredibly personal. There's nothing political about my existence as a human being. To me, this proclamation is about human decency and respect. This is the second proclamation of the year, and we're in the middle of the year. Our first proclamation had to do with our four-legged companions. And I think if we can honor dogs, we can honor and extend the same courtesy to your constituents who happen to be part of the LGBTQ+ community. This is something that's happening nationally, as well as on the state level, in towns all across our state. This is nothing new. This is about just recognizing, again, just the dignity in the shared human experience. There are members of my community who are faced with discrimination and violence every single day. Not every community shares that struggle. And so I think it's important and incumbent upon all of us to recognize the diverse voices at this table and in your community, to recognize the importance of leadership at this inflection point in history. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Any discussion? Commissioner Clark?
We all stand up and salute the flag at the beginning of every meeting. And the last four words are, this is 5 words, with liberty and justice for all. All means all, doesn't mean these guys get liberty and justice and those ones don't. We talk about freedom in this country and equality, and we have talked about that for hundreds of years, and we haven't always been very good at achieving it. It's been more of a goal than a reality. And the reality is that the folks that are asking for this proclamation have been treated very, very badly for hundreds and hundreds of years. They've been beat up, they've been fired, they've been cheated out of jobs, they've been refused loans. And in some cases, and not that long ago, they have been flat out killed because of who they are. And they don't have a choice as to who they are. They are who they are. So to say that this is somehow special, I don't think it's special at all. They're human beings. They deserve recognition, respect, and tolerance, as do all human beings. And I think it's about time that people stood up and said what needs to be said. Earlier this evening, a member of the public spoke to this board and said that they were concerned about radical activists harassing people. I'm 71 years old. I've traveled extensively in this country and several other countries. And that just hasn't happened to me, completely outside of my experience. But I guess each person defines what they think is going on in their own lives. I don't see that as being an issue. I think we need to say to people that whatever you choose to be, as long as you're not harming somebody else, you should have the freedom to be who you are. I don't think that's asking so much. So I will be supporting the proposed proclamation. And as I said in our previous meeting, I'm not much in favor of proclamations in general, but I'll vote for this one.
Okay, all in favor? Against? Two against.